What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of that boy, ETV. You already know, man, we are back on Multiversus. And real quick, just want to point out, man, in the background, you are going to see me going crazy out here in pubs, man, dropping these boys off on the daily, which is what we do out here with my baby girl, Garnet, man. But let's get back on the track with this, man. And I want to talk about a few quality of life changes that I would like to see that I once again would only think would improve the game overall, man. So the first one we're going to talk about is going to be something that I've mentioned once before in some previous videos. So we're going to go ahead and knock out this topic first. And this is going to be for rank to be assigned to your profile and not character specific. I am now being blessed with the fact that my homeboy has fallen in love with the game, right? So we fall in love with the game. We're playing 2v2 ranked. And he sits there and he says, man, I want to go play Jason, right? He's been playing Nubia, but now he says he wants to play Jason. So I tell him, well, if we playing Jason, we need to go play pubs. He says, why? I said, because if you go play Jason, it's going to reset you back to the bottom and your progress is not going to continue. He's like, what do you mean? So I explained to him how the game is ranked character specific. So whatever character you're playing, whatever rank you're in, that rank is only specific to that character. So I explained that to him, and he even said it himself. Well, what if we're playing ranked and I don't want to play Nubia for a few rounds? What if I want to play Jason or I want to play one of these players that I've unlocked thanks to Fighter Road? And I agree, because I also play Samurai Jack and I play Stripe a little bit as well too, because I was playing him. And it's like the way that you have it being character specific, it's hard for us to be able to switch off and play other characters because we're just resetting ourselves. So what is the point of that when we want to just ultimately grind out the rank no matter who we're playing? So I think a great change for quality of life is making rank profile specific and not character specific, man. Now, another thing that I would like to see is when we're loading in and you have the screen there and it shows the players, for it to let you have an icon or maybe highlight both the banners if the people you're going against is partied up. Now you might ask yourself, why is it important to let me know or let the player know if the team they're going against is in a party or if they're two solos? Why is that even important, right? Well, it's important because the way the game is set up in 2v2s, if you play against a team that's partied up, there's a better chance that they will play more together and more strategic opposed to if you have two solos on the team. So a way that you could show this is by, like, when you're loading in, just have their name or their names lit up or highlighted if they're teamed up together. If they're two solos, then you just leave it the way that it is. But I think that it would be good to let the person know who they're playing against, who they're fighting against. It's just, for matchup knowledge and things of that nature. This way you know what you're getting yourself into as you're loading into the game. I don't think this is a bad thing. I don't think it'll have any negative effects. And I'm pretty sure this is something that's simple enough to achieve and to add into the game that, once again, is just a small quality of life change, man. But it just adds a lot to the fact that you can look over and know, okay, that's an actual team I'm playing against. Let's be careful. They might play strategically. Or you can look over and say, okay, that's two solos. Let's just go out here and do our thing. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, I know is going to be a little controversy, and I probably would never get this in the game, or we will probably never get this in the game. But for the end of game stats, can you please let us know how many deaths or how many times we were KO'd? I don't know. Sometimes I've been playing and I feel like, man, I die one time and the game is over. But there's no way to tell, because at the end of the game, you only tell damage. What is it, damage? I can't even remember at this point. But I know that it's not KO'd. It doesn't show how many times you've been KO'd. Even in Super Smash Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, it shows how many times you've been KO'd. So I don't see why they don't do it. Well, let me rephrase that. I know why they don't do it, and it's for, creating safe spaces and protecting people's egos. This way, people can't just talk trash all day, be like, oh, man. But again, as long as I think it's information that should be known. Like if I'm playing solo and I hop into 2v2 ranks, I want to know how many times my teammate is dying. I want to know, am I dying 3 times? And same thing for my partner. Let them know, hey, my partner's the one slacking over there getting dropped off the whole game, which is making us lose. I mean, it's just information that I think should be available. Now, I get it. You want to protect people's egos and, all that. But let's be real, man. We need to know how many times you've been KO'd in a match, man. Please bring that in. I know that's probably something that we'll never get, but please bring that in. Now, another thing for a good quality of life change is in between, and this was actually in the game at one point, but in between, when you play ranked, right, in between rounds, the losing team should have the ability to swap characters if they feel like this. This way, the winning team has the final counter pick. So if you win the first match, since you have to win two or three, if you win the first match, that allows the losing team to counter pick you once. Now, once that happens for the final match, you guys get the counter pick, so you have the advantage if you win the first match. But I believe this was in the game. I don't know if it was in ranked, but I do remember you used to be able to play, and I think it was in ranked actually. And you would go in, and after the match, it would bring you back to the character select screen, and you were able to swap characters if you felt like it. Now, if you do implement this should only be for the team that loses. This way, that the team that wins the initial match does have the advantage with the finer counter pick at the end of the match. Okay? I think that's easy enough to do, and I believe that would also add another layer to the technicality of ranked and just how you can go in and build different teams and different strategies to win the matchups, man. So I think that would be a great addition for quality of life. Now let's talk about the last thing, and this is going to be chat lobbies, man. And I want chat lobbies to work a specific way, so see if you can keep up with me here. So if you're in something like free-for-all, the chat lobby will be open for all 4 players when you're at the loading screen where you see the character standing there. Allow all 4 players to talk to each other if they would like. Now, when you're doing 2v2s, when you are in the match and when you're at the character select screens, you should only be able to speak to your teammate in the open chat. Okay? Now, when you guys are at the loading screen with the other team, you should then allow all 4 players to once again speak to each other at that point. This way, each team can talk trash to each other if they want, can, have their banter back and forth, blah, 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 blah. We know how this goes. Now, again, this is another one of these features that they're probably not going to want to add due to, protecting people's egos. They don't want people talking trash and hurting people's feelings. So how do you fix this? Obviously, in the settings, you have a chat lobby option where you can turn it off completely, or you either turn it off completely, have teammate only check, so only time you can talk to someone when it's your teammate, or so either open lobby, mic, so either have fully open, teammate only, or closed. Put that into the settings, and that'll mitigate any type of complaints that you will have towards people's feelings and people talking trash. Because if they don't want to hear it, they can just go into the settings and turn it off. So again, the 3 settings will be fully open, teammates only, and fully closed. Okay? That right there is the last quality of life changes. So let me know, man. Let me know. Do y'all think I'm tripping? I'm just saying that rank should be profile specific and not applied to a character. I also think that you should just let me know when they're partied up. Let me know how many times myself and my teammate has been KO'd. Let us switch characters between these rounds. And please, please implement chat lobbies, man. But down in them comments, let me know, you're tripping. You know that you will never get these because these are crazy ideas. Or, you tripping. You know you'll never get these because they're too good and people will not put them in there, man. But down in the comments, just let me know how y'all feel and add anything that y'all think will add to the quality of life of the game, man. But in the background, I'm going to leave y'all off with the rest of these gameplays, and I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at that boy ETV. Now, let's get into the action. Let's go, man. Sheesh. I can just do 162 again, bro. Straight carry, just do it again, bro.